Bonjour, comment ça va? How's it going, my friends? Bringing you a picture-in-picture commentary today against AceWiild from a stream a while back. Don't know how old this file is, but I figured since X and Y is just around the corner, I may as well get out all my black 2, white 2 footage while I can. I'm gonna probably try and do some, because Wi-Fi battling is gonna be hard on X and Y, even for people with the capture cards, in terms of actually saving your Pokemon, getting it to level 100, full EVs and whatever, without putting in a shit ton of effort, which, I respect the EV training and whatnot, but if you're gonna do that, you're pretty much restricted to, keeping one team all the time. And I have ADD when it comes to teams, I have to constantly change them up, but yeah, I mean, Showdown seems to be the best option at the moment, so I'll try and do some post-com Showdown battles, because they're still working on getting all the sprites up on there at the moment. So hopefully that's going to be done pretty soon. By the way, what do you guys think of the shirt? I love this. This is just brilliant. Look, Evolutions, EV, Prism thing. I think it's a reference to a Pink Floyd album or something, but got it from T-Fury. I don't know if they're ever going to sell it again, so if you missed it, that sucks. Maybe I'll sell it on eBay one day, who knows. Anyway, in here with So Hit Me, Mienfu, whatever you want to call it. Gonna go for the fake out just for some prior damage on this thing. 9 times out of 10, X-Cloud is gonna be scarfed. Specs, occasionally. I think the best set I've seen has been Expert Belt set mix, but then you don't have the speed, so sort of a trade-off. Any normal type always seems to have every move under the sun. They thought they'd be funny by giving Zangoose all these random moves. Who's ever gonna use a special Zangoose? They just do it to all the normal types. It's really weird, but yeah, I guess X-Cloud's a pretty versatile kind of guy, but like I said, you can make a safe guess at what it's going to be. A special attacker, probably scarfed, so, Grumpig handles it pretty well. In with Kabuto, I do get up my rocks there, which is absolutely fine, that is great. No spinner on his side from what I can tell. Maybe, I've forgotten the team a bit, but got him Inferno, skillfully dodged the Sleep Powder. That was unfortunate for him because that would have done... I don't know if he could Oko me. Unless it gets Nature Power, I don't know about that, but... Yeah, I mean, that would have been a definite disadvantage. He could have put me to sleep and then gone to Camerupt, and then that would definitely threaten me out, so... Got a Grumpig. I do have Heal Bell on this thing if it came down to it, but like I said, that's not a position I wanted to be in. And I go for Taunt just because I don't want him roaring me around, which is what I tend to do when I've got a camera up there. But to be honest, even though I've got thick fat, max special defense, taking nothing from this, eventually the burn's going to happen with Lava Plume. That's why you run Lava Plume, right? So I get bored of that. I think, like I said, it was on stream, so I thought, here's the plan. Go to Exeggutor. Definitely not going to appreciate a Lava Plume because, well, why would I? I'm an Exeggutor, but... just out of boredom of staying in with Grumpig and stalling out forever. Go to Exeggutor, I can take one Lava Plume, then hopefully go for a Nature Power. I do not know if that's actually going to kill or not, to be honest, but... yeah, it would have done pretty good damage regardless, even if he was physically defensive with Solid Rock, it would have done a pretty good chunk of damage. And then in comes the Mightyena, which is oh, okay, fair enough, get some damage off. Thank the gods Mightyena doesn't get Pursuit, even though it's a dog and it's Dark type. It should be surely the perfect candidate for Pursuit, but I guess they thought, no, we'll just give it to Raticate. Why not? Doesn't make any sense to me, man. Go to Kabuto, it's my physical wall, I can take anything from Mightyena. Just gonna go for a Rock Slide on this turn because, Kabuto, I think I could probably kill it from there, honestly. Mightyena's defenses aren't great, and Kabuto has decent physical attack. In comes the Electabuzz, go for that big Rock Slide, and that does a pretty damn good chunk of damage. That's 40% or something, which is not bad. That does tell me he's not Eviolite. I don't know if I saw the item earlier. No, I think I did. I think he was Life Orb, but I didn't notice at the time, so I was go to Grumpig, it takes any hit regardless, so, whatever. If he was Scarfed, then obviously I would have taken a couple of T-Bolts there, but the Life Orb damage does come into play because it basically means that, after those couple of hits, I can then go to So Hit Me, go for Fake Out, and if he switches, yeah, he lives, he'll live one Stealth Rock switch in, but That's not really a big deal. I'm not really worried about Electabuzz if it's life orb. In comes the Camerupt. Camerupt I cannot take out with a high jump kick to my knowledge. I would not like to test that theory out. Maybe I can, don't know. Just going to U-turn out, go into my, I think, Exeggutor just to fodder it off. I could have gone a Kabuto, but, like, do I keep, like, I swear I keep, like, spitting onto my keyboard. Right, we're back. Sorry, little break in the video, my bad. Mienfoo go for the fake out on the Electabuzz, that is going to take it down from there. Camerupt comes in. I don't think I can take it out from there with a high jump kick, so just going to U-turn out of there. I definitely do not want to lose Mienfoo at this stage, and even though I could probably take one Lava Plume, that's not worth the risk of the burn, really, to be honest, so... Gonna go to Exeggutor just to fodder it off. I don't really see much point in keeping this thing around anymore. I mean, I think I half expected EQ, predicting my switch into Kabuto, but like I said, it's not too much of a big factor on my team's offense, if you know what I mean. Against the rest of his team, he's got this, Mightyena, and then Exploud, I think. But yeah, go for the fake out. Then just going to go for that big HJK and take it out from there. That is a dead Camerupt. But like I said, the Exploud is still lurking in the wings, and it is faster. It's probably scuffed, and even if it wasn't, Exploud is fast compared to Mienfoo. Mienfoo's just slow. Exploud's not really fast per se, but you know what I'm saying. I'm gonna go to my Kabuto, expecting to die to whatever, like Surf or something, I don't know. But it turns out I can actually take a couple of Hyper Voices. Like, Kabuto's not known for its special defense, but that Eviolite definitely saves me in the sense that I get off one more hit with the Scald. Not too bad. Should have gone for Rock Slide, but what can you do? Does a pretty good chunk of damage, and from this point, I think Serenity here, my Illumise, can take one hit from like a regular Scarfed Exploud because it does have good natural special bulk. He goes to this thing. I was confused at the time, but now I see that he would go to this because, you know, he can take a T-Wave. Like, that's normally what Illumise does, just T-Wave stuff, and then goes for Encore, that kind of thing. But then I go to, well, he goes to Exploud, and I just figure, okay, just going to switch out here, go to Monferno. 9 times out of 10, I say 9 times out of 10 to everything, but 9 times out of 10, Exploud will have Fire Blast, and I thought, Monferno, even if he does go for Hyper Voice, I can probably take a couple of those, because like Fire Blast does nothing, look at that. Eviolite Monferno is actually reasonably bulky, so I can go for a Nasty Plot. All he has is this and Miltank, so that is pretty much the perfect situation. He's not going to go to Miltank because obviously I could hit it on the switch, so I can just go for a Nasty Plot, take it out from there. In comes the Miltank, and I'm not going to OHKO it with the +2 Vacuum Wave, but like I said, Monferno's bulky, so unless he has the EQ, I'm definitely taking a hit and finishing it off from there. Yeah, boy! Monferno! Hasn't even happened yet. It's not bad syncing, it hasn't actually happened on the screen yet, I'm just preempting it. Monferno's glory here. Monferno, like I said, one of the biggest threats in PU at the moment, in my opinion. Take it out, and I think that's Miltank, Exploud, yeah, that was it. Wow. So, Monferno, 3 kills, Illumise, 1 kill, Mienfoo, 2 kills, I think, I want to say. So, yeah, Mienfoo and Monferno doing the work there, definitely, you know, some fun Pokemon to use. That big high jump kick does pretty big damage, even, like, Mienfoo's only got, like, base 85 attack, but high jump kick is so damn powerful, it doesn't even matter, you know? So that was a great game, AceWiild. I will link your channel in the video description if I find it, and hope you all enjoyed. And with that being said, I desperately need some sleep. I'll see you all next time. Goodbye.